You know the routine by now.
You just got a new game. It has cool graphics, a good character.
Not sure we have time for this.
Great combat. An intriguing story.
It's a tracking device beneath the skin.
But you just started, so you kinda suck. But you're not the only person who needs to get good. Your character kinda sucks too. There is a skill tree, but you're at the bottom of it. So to level up, you gotta do quests. Maybe kill something. Probably a lot of somethings. And the reward for these quests is points.
Credits will define.
No!
Points. Kill someone? Points. Headshot. More points. Progress the story. Points. Discover a location. Points. Kill 100 squirrels. Points. Do a fetch quest. Points. Find a note. Points. Tear down a poster. Points. Depending on the game, you can earn points by taking down bosses or crafting a bathtub. Choose your own grind. Sometimes the points are called spirit lights, or tech, or scrap. Many games like Sunset Overdrive use money instead of points, but it amounts to the same thing, a currency for buying skill unlocks and upgraded weapons. And even the biggest games do this. Assassin's Creed, Horizon Zero Dawn, Watch Dogs, Deus Ex, Days Gone, Borderlands, Mad Max, Far Cry, Batman, Tomb Raider, and on and on. The problem with points is it turns the usually engaging world into a grind factory for points. It goes without saying, not all games do this, but it's especially prominent in open worlds, which is where I think they're the most intrusive. When I'm playing in an open world, when I'm immersed in its setting, I want as little as possible to remind me that it's just a game, and leveling up with points is just the worst. Instead of focusing on the challenge or the environment, I'm watching a point meter, which may also come with a ridiculous animation when it fills, just so I can unlock an ability from the skill buffet. At its core, my character develops skills without the development part. How did Deacon suddenly get bike repair parts to go twice as far? How did Aloy learn to disarm and reuse traps? Why couldn't she do it 5 minutes ago? Exactly how did the sole survivor learn to build gun modifications 4 different times? How did Aiden Pierce gain the ability to hack drawbridges? It's not like I think it's a bad system. It's just that it's in almost every game. No matter how new, original, or creative the game, you can count on points to unlock the skill tree. I can't say I've played all the roguelikes, but it seems most of them don't keep points. Take a look at Void Bastards, a personal favorite, a game so awesome that when I searched top roguelike games, it didn't even register in Google's top 50. Void Bastards offers so much more than open worlds in both choice and information to make choices. When the game starts, you are tasked with constructing a citizen card, which you can craft if you have the right ingredients. But you don't. To make a citizen card, you need an ID card and a line printer. Those can be found on some derelict ship floating out in space. But you're not bouncing around aimlessly hoping to run into one. The game tells you where one can be found.
Please follow the bouncing arrow to the line printer.
You choose the path to get there, and what risks you'll take on the way. In addition to that recipe, there's a whole tree of weapons, tools, armor, and upgrades, and not a single one of them is unlocked with points. Just like the citizen card, every skill tree item can be crafted by acquiring the necessary ingredients. And I can use a scanner to show me where a particular ingredient can be found. So, when I venture forth into the game, I'm driven to find that next thing I need to craft the upgrade I want. My goal, not the game's. And eventually, I obtain what I'm after. Now let's go back to our open worlds. Take a game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The game is inundated with pointless quests, doling out points and money. Each quest is a clone of the last one, and each awarding more points and money. If you do them just for the points, you're in a grind loop. And the only reason you do it is because you're trying to level up so you can unlock your next skill. Side quests in open worlds often reward weapons or gear, but they often only give XP and maybe some money. What if these pointless quests actually offered skills at the end? What if the quest was focused on the abilities that skill would unlock? Instead of grinding out 20 quests for the experience points, what if the skill itself came at the end? For me, this would make a quest much more satisfying. Take Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the best games ever made, IMO. It also has a mundane and uninspired skill tree, unlocked by points. How is Aloy suddenly able to learn Dismount Strike? What changed between the time she didn't have the ability and when I activated it? If we got rid of the points, we could take all these abilities and scatter them across the map and put them all behind quests. So, for Dismount Strike, Aloy might need to take a quest where she buddies up with someone who during the quest does a Dismount Strike. And Aloy can be all, I should try that. Then on the quest, she needs to use it. And bam! Skill unlocked. And for Disarm Traps, maybe she finds a quest that leads her to a trap schematic. Or, I don't know, a left-turning screwdriver. I'm just saying, make the skill tree part of the world, part of quests, so the reward feels earned. The hunting grounds in Horizon Zero Dawn already work like that, where certain weapons are out of reach until hunting grounds trials are mastered.
I'm not interested in a trial right now.
Her ammo pouches also increase in size by hunting various animals. So the game's already halfway there. Back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There is a huge skill tree, and an equally huge map, just filled with unsatisfying quests doling out points, money, and the occasional weapon. What if the upgrades were the reward? Now, I understand why games don't do this. Player choice. Devs don't want to force players to do quests they don't want to do just for an unlock. And if all the upgrades were tied to quests, you may find the last level up is on the far side of the map from where you are. But a game could also have more than one way to gain a skill, like a quest option, or a crafting option, or a theft option, or a gift option. Some of the Far Cry games put the upgrades behind an achievement goal. What I'm saying is, I'm bored of points and unlocks. In games that strive for more immersion and realism, what exactly are the points analogous to? I'm not saying that every open world game does it this way, just most of them, but there are some that stand out as counterexamples. Subnautica has no points. All upgrades are crafted, for which you often need to first find schematics and the necessary resources. Only then can you construct a better knife or better air tank. Metal Gear Solid 5 has no points. Well, it does, but they're just for bragging rights. This game has the most complicated, ingenious leveling system I've ever encountered. All of Snake's skills are tied to his equipment or the base. To unlock the Serval AMR-7, for example, I need 446,000 GMP. That's money. My R&D team needs to be at level 84 or better. So I need to recruit better R&D specialists to my team. I need to do the same for my support team, which needs to be 94 or better. I also need 5,400 Digitalis purpurea. That's an herb that can be gathered. And I need 52,000 of precious metals. Satisfying all those requirements, I can now unlock the Serval AMR-7. I guess I'd call it a very involved crafting system. My third example is Watch Dogs Legion, also an open world game without points. Here's the skill tree, or tech unlocks. So the skill unlocks are traditional, like, why are my operatives suddenly able to hack parcel drones? Well, because I clicked the tile in the skill tree, that's why. Anyway, to unlock tech, I have to collect tech points, located all around the city. Many are in hostile areas, or difficult to reach places. Once collected, I can spend them on tech skills. So it's kind of a halfway system. I'm still just unlocking skills from a buffet, for seemingly no reason. But at least I'm not using experience points earned from grinding out fetch quests to unlock them. I'm saying I want to get rid of points in games, especially open world games. Find other ways to unlock skills. Skills can be attached to crafting. They can be attached to quests. They can be attached to achievements. They can be attached to drops, or loot pickups, etc. But I'm just so bored of unlocking skills after grinding for enough points. Get rid of the points. Lose the skill unlock screens. Create new, organic ways to upgrade characters using the worlds they inhabit. And hey, if you know of a game with a unique leveling system that doesn't rely on points to unlock a skills buffet, let me know in the comments. As I've said before, I haven't played all the games. Thanks for watching.